All right, Shalom. First thing foremost, giving all acknowledgement, all credit, all praise goes to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. In the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai, that is the true name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. All right, I want to give double honors to the men that I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And I also want to say Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Barakathum, to the hopefully elect. All right, because amen, beautiful times that we are in, again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, able to come out here another day of the week, to prophesy the downfall and the destruction of this wicked ass kingdom called Babylon the Great, aka America, or which is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. And before I get on with this, I'm gonna get this in Revelation, because these are the times that we're in. The book of Revelation. Revelation 19. Revelation 19 and 10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not," because when it comes to the angels, basically, man, they're not to be worshipped. All right, because they're our brothers, man. They're so-called black men. All right, believe it or not, and they operate in those what you would call those so-called UFOs. Those are actually chariots of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So basically, because certain brothers are able to catch the chariots from time to time, and if you see these so-called UFOs, again, those are not more than our brothers, our fellow brothers doing the work of this ministry, all right, doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. So again, they're not to be worshipped, all right. Verse 10 again, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant." So you see, all right, they're fellow Israelites, all right. They're the saints in heaven. We're the saints on earth, all right. It says, "And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai," all right, because again, they're Israelites as well. Those angels, they're so-called black men, all right. It says, "Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy." And you see, again, this is the time that we are in. All right, we are in the time of prophecy, the spirit of prophecy. It's heavy with everything that's going on, man. Here it is. You got Jake, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, because you are the true people of Yahweh Shema Shai, the true people, the real Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks about, man. All right. Here it is. You people, you Jakes, you want to be acquainted with the wicked, man. You want to be equal to these other nations. And it was, the Lord didn't create us to be equal to these other nations. All right. In fact, He created us to be inferior. Slacky. He created us to be superior to these other nations, man. So you Jakes, man, you because let me get this real quick. In 2nd Ezra 14, because this is the mind state of our people. All right. Again, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And you think that things are going to go back to quote unquote normal. You think things are going to get better here, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 14. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at I'll start at verse 1. It says, "And it came to pass upon the 3rd day, I sat under an oak, and behold, there came a voice out of a bush over against me, and said, Esdras, Esdras. And I said, Here am I, here am I, Lord. And I stood upon my feet. Then said he unto me, In the bush I did manifestly reveal myself unto Moses, and talked with him, when my people served in Egypt. And I sent him and led my people out of Egypt, and brought him up to the mount of Sinai, where I held him by me a long season. And told him many wondrous things, and showed him the secrets of thy times." And you see, one of the many benefits being in His truth, Yahweh Shema Shai, He reveals secrets unto his servants, the prophets. We get that. Because you see, again, while everyone else is thinking that this place is going to get better, you see the prophets, we got the vision, man. We see past the smoke and mirrors. All right? Because this place is not going to get better, man. Let me get this. Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. All right? Because, before the Lord, oftentimes, before he makes a move, and even more so before he brings destruction, because that's what's getting ready to happen to this place. Yahweh Shemel Shah is getting ready to bring mass death and destruction on a level that we've never seen before. All right? And again, like I said, one of the many benefits in being called into this truth, all right, the Lord reveals these things unto us. He gives us insight, and it's beautiful, man, because these people, they don't see it. They have no idea what's getting ready to happen to this place, right? But with that being said, again, the Lord, he reveals a little bit of his gameplay before he actually makes his move, all right? And that gives us time to prepare ourselves. You got these so-called preppers out here, well, we're spiritual preppers, all right? Getting our house in order, getting our minds right, repentance, all right? The Lord has given us that opportunity so we don't have to get caught up in the judgment when Yahweh Shema Shah brings the destruction to this place. We don't have to get caught up with these, with what's getting ready to happen to these people, all right? So again, it says, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets. He revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets, all right? So again, and you see, when it's all said and done, no one's going to be able to say they didn't know, because the prophets have been out here for many years, for decades. The prophets have been trying to tell you people, all right, of the things that's to come, because that's what watchmen do. Watchmen, they blow the alarm, they sound the trumpet of oncoming danger, and that's what the prophets have been doing, trying to tell you people that, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's getting ready to do something to this place. He's getting ready to jack this place up, man. And that's why I always talk about how this message is only for the elect, because only the elect can see past the smoke and mirrors. Like I said, only the elect can see that this whole facade, this false illusion that these people are under, that America is going to bounce back. We can see past all that. All right, this place is not going to get better by any means necessary. Here it is with this so-called new Delta variant that's spreading. Hey, man, they're getting ready to shut this bitch right back down. And best believe, or I should say when, not if, but when they shut this bitch back down, best believe that's going to completely eradicate the middle class. Because look at what the first lockdowns did. All right, so imagine what these next lockdowns, these next round of lockdowns, imagine what it's going to do, and it's going to cause these people to go into a frenzy. All right, here it is. They just, I believe today they just with the whole moratorium, expired. So here it is. A lot of people are about to get evicted, put out on the streets. It's about to be riots and protests out here, I've been watching a little bit of dealing with these because you got the same thing pretty much going on in Israeli, right? Where they're basically forcing those Palestinians out their homes, so you got protests and riots over there because of that, and then, like I always say, man, pretty much what you see going on in these other countries, these other nations, hey, man, again, because if you're in the spirit of prophecy, all right, if the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with you, man, you see these things, right? And again, because like I just read, that's the Lord revealing his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So paying attention to what's going on in these other places, right? You can, take from that and get a little bit of a visual of what's going to happen here. All right. But go here real quick. So just real quick, bear with me. Get this and trying to look for this. know what? Just for the sake of time, I'm going to keep it moving. All right, but I'm going to read that again in Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. All right. So again, we've been given that insight because we see how, hey, this place, because, Esau, he's, talking all this talk, all this game about how Americans, are getting jobs back, right? All this, false illusion that America, keep your hope in America. This is what they're trying to push. Keep your hopes in America, all right? Because when has America ever, been down for the count? When has America ever been, basically taken down? And that's the pride of these people, right? Because America has always, so-called bounced back. America has always, pretty much overcome these different obstacles and whatnot. So they're trying to say this whole thing with this pandemic is no different. All right, we can bounce back from this. Things are starting to look up. But again, it's a false illusion. It's a facade. All right, because everywhere I go, man, there's people are looking for there's help wanted signs, hiring events, places that me personally that I applied for years ago, they started, I'm getting all these emails now, because people don't want to go back to work, and all these things are pretty much Esau, he's strategically set up. Because why are people not going back to work? It's because Esau has been giving them all these little goodies, all these little treats, right? Getting these people buttered up and dependent upon the government, right? And it's going to get to a point where in order to continue to get these goods, these benefits, you're going to have to, partake in that thing, man. Revelation, the 13th chapter. If you want to continue to get these little goodies and these benefits, you're going to have to basically sell yourself out. All right. But again, we've been given an insight on these things. So again, with that being said, we've been given the proper, we've been given the time to get ourselves together. Right. Because, hey, man, when the ball drops, all right, hey, that's all she wrote, man. And you see, we're gonna need a stable mind in these times that we're coming into. All right, because of how bad it's gonna get. We're gonna need a stable mind in these times, because these people, they're about to lose it. They have no idea what's getting ready to happen to this place. All right, get this real quick. Just to show you how bad things are going to get. Get this in the book of Matthew. I start at Matthew 24 and 22 says, matter of fact, verse 21, Matthew 24:21, it says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Daniel 12:1. All right, a time that is never going to be since the earth was created. All right, I've just recently mentioned this. This time that we're coming into is going to be, put it like this: all the so-called bad things that have happened since the beginning of time, all the way up to this very day, it's not going to equate. It's not going to be nowhere near as bad as the times that we're coming into. All right, and I'm talking about everything added up, all summed up. It's not going to be nowhere near as bad as this time that we're coming into, known as Jacob's trouble. This is this great tribulation that I just read about. All right, this great tribulation. All right, it's never going to be a time like this. It's going to be so bad. It's going to be that bad, right? When you read on, it says, verse 22 says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. So if Yahweh Shai didn't shorten the days up, we'd all be through. So this is why Yahweh Shai is speeding these days up. It's no coincidence, right? If it seems like, these days are going by quick, these months are going by quick. Here it is. We're already in, what is it? July. We're about to be in August. right? It just seems like time is flying. Time is going by quick. All right, and again, that's no coincidence because Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's speeding things up on the behalf of his saints. All right, he's doing the saints a favor on this one, man. Because we are tired, man. The saints are worn out every single day. We gotta wake up in this hellhole captivity, right? We're just sighing and groaning in the spirit. Like, how much longer, oh Yahweh Shemel Shai, man? It's to the point where basically, man, we're not even functioning on our own, man. It's strictly the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai that's keeping us going. Because we're done, man. We're through. We don't have no strength left. We're not inspired, man. Like I said, it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. I would be a liar if I said I wanted to come out here today, man. I would be a liar. I did not want to come out here today, man. I really didn't. But hey, the spirit, and it's been on me lately, man. It's been on me lately. I just don't feel like doing nothing. I don't feel like coming out. I don't feel like teaching. I don't feel like doing videos. Where spirit hops on my ass, like, get off your ass, man, and do this work, man. Because I'm trying to make it the fuck up out of here, man. I'm trying to, make it on get one, get a seat, a position on one of those chariots when the Lord brings destruction to this place. So the spirit gets on my ass, get your ass up and get out there and teach. And it be like that sometimes. You got to rebuke that spirit, man. Because we're in the last stretch, right? We're in the last seconds of the fourth quarter, man. So this is not the time to be giving up. This is not the time to be a bitch, right? This is not the time to bitch out, man. We got to push through this. Like the scripture say, he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved. Matter of fact, since I'm in this chapter, I'll read it. Verse 13, it says, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So you see, it's going to be one hell of a ride all the way until the chariots come. All right? All the way until the missiles and the chariots come, because that's going to be a simultaneous event. The missiles, once they start raining down, that's when Yahushua is going to show up, and the sky is going to be filled with chariots, those so-called UFOs. All right? To deliver the elect. All right? So it's going to be one hell of a ride, man, all the way up until that point, until we get to that point. Until then, hey, we got to, continue to do what it is that we got to do to make it, to earn a spot. All right? Because again, this time that we're coming into, man, it's not going to be easy. All right? Like I just read, I'm going to read it again. Verse 21, for there shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. Like I just said, from the beginning of the world all the way up to this point, all right? This time, this great tribulation period, all right, is never going to be a time like it. All right? It says, no, nor ever shall be, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. So again, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he has to speed these days up. Like I said, it's no coincidence. Time is flying. This is the Lord. He's doing this. He's causing this to happen. All right? Why? To speed things up. Prophecy, like I said, like I read. All right, we're in the time of prophecy, the spirit of prophecy, man. A whole lot is going on right now, man. It's so much, like I always say, man, it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on because there's so much going on. But again, that's the Lord speeding things up, speeding prophecy up, man. Right? You can't blink, man, because if you blink, man, you'll miss something. Got to constantly stay on these things, stay on top of these things, man. You'll miss something. It says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So you see again, right? The theme of this year, 2021, the year of hastening the coming of Yahweh Shemel Shai, right? So again, this is the Lord on the behalf of the elect. He's speeding time up, right? So this is why, again, man, Lord's will, man. Lord's will. Esau, he doesn't ease up on the gas pedal, man. Lord's will, he only accelerates. He only speeds up this process again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because this so-called pandemic has been the perfect excuse for them to usher in these certain things and whatnot. Gotta be careful with the words. But Lord's will, again, Esau, they follow through. They follow through with their goals, their agendas, so on and so forth. Because the sooner we get into this great tribulation, Jacob's trouble, right, the sooner we can get out of here, man. Right? Because that's what we're looking for. Again, knowing and understanding that we got to get through this before we get the kingdom. We have to go through this period of Jacob's trouble. We have to go through it. All hell has to break loose. You know, so I want to talk about how to you newcomers into this truth. All right. If you watch certain brothers, and more so brothers from Great Millstone, because you know these other Israelite camps, they don't speak on these things, man. You know, they're not warning their people. A lot of blood is going to be on the hands of these so-called leaders in Israel, because they're not telling people of these things. You know, these other Israelite groups, they're basically they're basically it's basically a Christian church with fringes on, man. You know, telling the people for the most part what they want to hear, right? You know, to get more numbers in and basically get more money. Like I said, you know, basically a lot of these Israelite groups, they're just overglorified Christian church, man. But you see, that's why I said more so the men of Great Millstone, you know, because, hey, man, you know, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is dealing with the men of Great Millstone, starting with the head apostles and all the men on down, man. It's clear, it's obvious. It is not a thing of being biased, you know. It's not a thing of being biased or respecting persons or none of that, man. You see, the spirit has to, you know, work with you to show you these things, man. Especially when you're seasoned and you've been around, you see certain things, man. You know, because for the most part, a lot of us, you know, when we first come into this truth, or we first hear about the Hebrew Israelites, we're all, you know, camp hopping, you know, watching different camp videos, so on and so forth, right? You know, but again, when you're seasoned and you've been around for a while, man, you see certain things, man. So it's not a thing of being biased. It's just a matter of it's just a matter of fact, man. You know, and a lot of people are you know, are upset with Great Millstone because of what they teach, you know, the doctrine, which is the 100% doctrine. Believe it or not, man, you know, there are certain people out here that, you know, or there is a group that, because the scriptures tell you, man, what does it say? Giving you an unction to know all things, not 98.9%, all things, an unction to know all things, right? You know. So yeah, man. Get back to this. Verse 22 again, it says, and except those days, Matthew 24:22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So again, this is why, again, there's no coincidence. Time is going by quick, man. Time is speeding up. These days, months, weeks and months are going by quick. All right. This is the Lord speeding up the process on the behalf of the elect. All right, because again, if he didn't, man, we'd all be through, man. You know, we'd all be through. Like I said, man, we're, you know, at this point, a lot of us are just strictly going off through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, man. Because a lot of us don't have nothing left in us, man. A lot of us don't have a fight in us. You know, so it's the spirit of Yahweh Shai that's, you know, keeping us going. You know, like I said, man, I did not want. I got this close to turning back home and, you know, making up an excuse on my way here. You know, I got this close to you know, just saying the hell with it, man, making an excuse, you know, going back home. But, you know, again, it's all through the spirit, man. You know, because brothers don't have nothing left, man. You know, so and it's better that way because, you know, like I often talk about, man, the more attachment you have to this kingdom, the harder it's going to be to detach from this place, man. So it's better this way. You know, it's better this way. You know, because we got to detach. We have to detach. Going back to this, in the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, verse 4, it says, and I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the mount of Sinai, where I held him by me a long season. Talking about Moses, all right? Because, you know, during that time period where, you know, a lot of things were revealed unto Moses. When Moses went up to the Mount Sinai, the Lord showed Moses a lot of revelations, man. You know, the beginning, the ending, the middle, and the ending of things, man. The Lord showed Moses a lot of things, you know. And reading on verse 5, and told him many wondrous work, and told him many wondrous things, and showed him the secrets of the time. So you see, going back to them secrets, right? Because Moses was a prophet. All right, Moses was a prophet. You know, it says, "And the end, and commanded him, saying, These words shalt thou declare, and these shalt thou hide." So certain things, the Lord told Moses to write down, and certain things the Lord told Moses not to write down. You know, but those things that were written for us to because this Bible, everything contained in this Bible, and this is why it makes sense that the Lord would give us some option to know all things. All right, because if it didn't, if there wasn't 100% truth, right, dealing with what we have, this Bible, right, then it would make sense. Because again, the Lord, told Moses what to write down and to leave for us, and He told him what not to write down. So if there wasn't 100% truth, it would just make sense that the certain things, let's just say, the complete breakdown of the Book of Revelation. We didn't have the 100% truth dealing with the Book of Revelation. Then why would it be here? It will be, put in that, it would be categorized in that, that list that the Lord told Moses not to write down. So it just makes sense that, dealing with the 100% truth, it's out there. All right. Why else wouldn't it be? Because everything contained in this Bible, this is the information that the Lord gave us access to. This is what is contained for us to obtain salvation. So again, why wouldn't there be 100% truth? Right? Verse 6, it says, "These words shalt thou declare, and these shalt thou hide." So you see, all the other stuff, man, all the other information, we're going to have access to it at a later time. All we need right now, again, dealing with the Bible, because this is the information that the Lord, He deemed is necessary for us to obtain salvation. So this is all we need for right now. But even with this, even in this Bible, man, it's secrets, it's parables, it's dark sayings, right? And this is why we need the Spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, because everyone, you got people all the time talk about how they read the Bible from the book of Genesis to Revelation. That don't mean you know anything, right? This Bible is full of allegories. It's full of dark sayings, parables. This is why when the disciples asked Yahweh Shai, why are you speaking to the people in a way that they can't understand it? Because Yahweh Shai used a lot of parables, right? What did the Lord tell them? He told them it's because of the mystery, the kingdom of heaven is the mystery, all right? And it's only given to you, all right, to the disciples, because this message isn't for everyone. This Bible isn't for everyone. Not even 2/3 of the Lord's own people. Not all Israel. This Bible isn't even written for all Israel. It's only written for the elect to understand these things, man. But verse 7, it says, "And now I say unto thee, that thou lay up in thy heart the signs that I have showed in the dreams that thou hast seen, and the interpretations which thou hast heard." So you see, because, hey, even with that being said, being that we're in a time of prophecy, all right, the spirit of prophecy is heavy on the earth right now. You got people having all type of spiritual dreams, visions, right? Hey, that's part of the, man, that's part of the spirit of prophecy. The spirit of prophecy is heavy, man. People having all type of dreams, prophetic dreams, and that's where the prophets, they're able to interpret these dreams, man. Because we can filter these things through the scriptures, right? Because you see, these people, the average individual in the world, they have, they have a prophetic dream or whatnot, and they don't know what the hell it means. They can't break it down. But you see, this is what the prophets are for, right? Breaking these things down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, filtering these things out through the scriptures, right? Verse 9, it says, "For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee, until the times be ended. For the world has loved his youth, and the times begin to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already, and half a 10th part, and there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part." Right? Because basically we're in the 12th part, right? And like I said, we're in the last seconds. Seconds in the fourth quarter. We're in the last seconds of the fourth quarter, man. We're at the last of this thing, man. We're at the end of this thing. The end started over 2,000 years ago when Yahushua, after he was crucified, man. Right? So if the end started began over 2,000 years ago, how much more now, man? How much more now? So again, this is why things are speeding up on the behalf of the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai. Because this is what we're crying for. We don't want to be here. These people are optimistic, again, under that false illusion that America's gonna bounce back. America's gonna get better. Right? You got people looking forward, planning for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Why do we want to be here another 10, 20, 30 years? We want to be out of here yesterday, man. We don't want to stay here another day, man. We don't want to be here another second. But we understand certain things have to play out. All right, and again, this is why it's important to pay attention to the signs, man. Because if you're in the spirit of prophecy, if the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai is dealing with you, we're basically in desperate mode, man. We want to get the hell up out of here. So this is why, videos are constantly coming up. All right, this is why things are ramping up, man. Brothers is constantly bringing out articles, constantly bringing out videos, man. Because we're desperate to get the hell up out of here. So what are we doing? We're paying attention to the signs, man. We're looking out for the signs, man. Verse 13, it says, now therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people. So you see? All right, because part of doing this work, part of this ministry is warning our people. Because, you get this truth, you can't just sit on it. You can't be selfish. Here it is, Yahushua, the most unselfish of us all right, here it is, he laid his life down for us, right? And not only that, because he's sitting on the right hand of the Most High Power right now, and not only that, all right, when he comes to establish righteousness on the earth, he's going to share joint heirship with his fellow brothers, man. All right, he's gonna share a fellow joint heirship with his fellow brothers, man. Talk about the elect. So everything that Yahushua's got, he's gonna give to his brothers, man. To his servants. So you see that, man? We can't be selfish. So that's why we get this truth, right? Hey, we gotta warn our people, tell our people, whether they're here or forbear, that's not on us. Because like I said before, hey, a lot of these other Israelite leaders and whatnot, these guys in Israel, they're not warning the people. A lot of blood is going to be on their hands, man. Yahweh Shem is going to require because a lot of Jake is going to get destroyed. And I'm talking about Jake in the truth. A lot of Jake in the truth is going to end up getting destroyed. It's because of these leaders, man. All right, they're leading the sheep of Yahweh Shem. They're leading the flock astray, and that's a heavy price to pay, man. Because that's something you don't play with. You don't play with the sheep of Yahweh. You don't play with the Lord's flock. All right, if you're a shepherd, man, hey, you got to lead the sheep in the right direction. That's why it's careful, man, how we conduct ourselves. What we're telling the congregations and whatnot. We got to be careful, man. Because Jake, they if it sounds good, they'll fall for it. You got other Israelites talking about how Edomites can make it. That might be appealing to some Jake because, hey, they might be best friends with the Edomites, right? They might be adopted by, Edomite parents or whatever, So you see, that could be a stumbling block. So this is why, hey, man, you got to be careful how we conduct ourselves, especially when it comes to the flock of Yahweh Shem Shai. But you see, these other Israelite groups, they're not warning the people, man. Because again, read verse 13 says, now therefore, set thine house in order. So not only do we, because we got to get ourselves right too, right? That's what this truth does. It purifies, all right, these living waters, right? We're getting cleaned up, right? That's what this truth does. We got to purify our spiritual temples, and even our physical temples, man, wherever we may abode, we got to get it together on all sides, man. Clean up house, man, But not only that, because the scriptures talk about, eating this roll. We got to eat this roll, get these breakdowns, learn the scriptures, learn the precepts, get ourselves acquainted get ourselves acquainted with Yahweh Shema Shai, right? So that we can be put in a position to where we can tell our people, man, that, hey, man, this is what it is. This is what's getting ready to happen. So that's why, again, now therefore set that house in order and reprove thy people. So that's a part of doing this work as well. This is the point of coming out here on the highways and byways, all the videos going up, all right? It's to feed and edify the flock of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is what this is all for. Reproving our people, right? Because what did Yahweh Shai tell Peter? If you love me, feed my lambs and feed my sheep, right? Oh, okay, so getting this, and that's true love, man. That's true love, right? Because, you know, we try to tell our people, you got to stop smoking. You got to stop sleeping with other men's wives, because that's something that's glorified in the society. That's something that's praised upon, a man sleeping with another man's wife, right? You got to stop doing these things. But Jake, they take this the wrong way. They take this as a message of hate. And this isn't hate, man. You know, trying to tell our people to get right with Yahweh Shema Shai so he doesn't destroy you, right? Again, I mean, that's not hate. But again, our people, instead of receiving the message, our own people come against us. Like Yahweh Shai. What did it tell you in St. John 1:1? Right? He came to his own and his own received him not. You know, ultimately, Yahweh Shai, ultimately it was Jake. They're the ones that put Yahweh Shai on the cross, man, offering him up to be, you know, sacrificed and whatnot, man. You know, yet the Romans physically, you know, crucified our Lord, you know, but even Esau, man, you know, because they were giving Esau a hard time, man. They wanted Yahweh Shai to be put to death, right? And you had Esau being the wicked devil that he is. He was even, you know, he didn't find no fault with Yahweh Shai. You know, he's like, y'all giving me a hard time. I don't find no fault with this man. Even Esau said that. But what was Jake doing, man? No, man, crucify this nigga. That's how Jake is. Crucify this nigga. We don't want nothing to do with this nigga. You see? And it's the same thing today, man. Our own people, hey, man, you know, you're going to have more people reject this truth than accept it. You know? But I'm going to Isaiah. And again, whether they hear or forbear, hey, the blood is off our hands. All right? Once you receive this truth, hey, the blood is off our hands. So you see, man, Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1, it says, cry aloud, spare not. Because we always say, man, spare not. I don't care about your feelings, man. Don't give a damn about your feelings. Right? You know? Don't care about your feelings, man. Leave your emotions out of it. Right? Because this is not a feel-good message. This truth, man, it cuts. It cuts like a two-edged sword, man. So you're going to feel it. It's going to affect you. That's the spirit 144. Call all Yahweh Shema Shai. This truth is either going to slice you the right way or it's going to slice you the wrong way. So you see, man? Reading on. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. All right? Because, you know, we're not in the spirit of, oh, you know, you know, you can't be a sodomite, you know, two women sleeping with it. No, man. You know, profess and proclaim, man. If you want to be a sodomite, you don't want to get right, you don't want to repent, you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shema Shai. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to destroy you, man. So you better get out of that destructive lifestyle. Like the scripture tell you, man, who shall stand up for me against the evil doings, man? Roughly paraphrasing it. You know, you gotta be bold when it comes to this truth, man. You know, you gotta be bold with it, man. You can't be soft, weak, effeminate with this truth. You know, so this is why again it's cry aloud, spare not. Right? It says, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. I'm not gonna sit here and listen, you know, I know you love that pork, but you know, listen, man, if you just, you know, how about you? No, man, if you don't stop eating pork, if you don't stop eating shrimp, crab, lobster, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to destroy you. You see a lot of our people dealing with all type of health issues now. You know, our people are all diabetic and all bent out of shape because they don't want to stop eating that bullshit. You know, Jacobs were always wondering why they got, you know, dealing with some type of health issue. It's because you're eating that bullshit, man. You know, these things were not created to be food. Certain things like pigs, man. Pigs were not created to be food, man. Just because it walks on four legs, it doesn't mean it was meant to be food, man. You know? But reading on, it says, and showed my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. So you see, you know, again, that's why going back to 2nd Ezra 14, because how do we show our people their transgressions? Well, this is a part of, read it again, 2nd Ezra 14, verse 13. It says, now therefore set thine house in order. So again, how are we telling our people, proving our people of their sins? By getting ourselves cleaned up. Like I mentioned before, eating this roll, right? You get that. That's what Yahweh told Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 1, it says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So you see, again, getting our house in order, getting ourselves cleaned up, right? Getting ourselves acquainted with this truth, these breakdowns, these scriptures, right? Indulging in these living waters, so that we can get built up to the point and come out here and tell our people to repent, right? So that's how this works. That's how we're supposed to get down, man. You know, because being this Hebrew Israelite, it's not a fad, it's not a trend. All right, it's a lifestyle, man. You know, because like Yahushua told the people, man, dealing with the Pharisees and the Sadducees, you know, those that were pushing the law. Yahushua told the followers, man, hey, listen to them, do what they say, but don't do what they do, because they're a bunch of hypocrites. You can't just be an Israelite and not practicing these things, man. It don't work like that. You know, being an Israelite, you got to put forth the effort. You got to put forth the work. There's requirements, there's standards that have to be met. We have to live our lives accordingly, right? And again, it's a process, but in the process, we're learning, right? We're developing along the way, and this is how, Yahweh it puts us through experiences and certain things. This is how we're able to build ourselves up through the spirit and power of Yahweh and tell our people, man. The scriptures talk about how the Lord sets up apostles, elders, leaders, so on and so forth. Certain men that have that experience to be able to tell younger brothers, I've been there and done that. This is how you can go about it, so on and so forth. So yeah, again, the Lord, right, builds us up to a point to where, we come in as new babes, newborn babes, right? Get ourselves a firm foundation. I had a young brother in this group chat that I'm in. He asked the question, because he tried to put a time frame on it. Do I wait 1 or 2 years when it comes to me going out there and teach? Is the wait time 1 to 2 years? How long is the wait? It don't matter. Whenever the spirit of Yahweh Shai jumps on you to go out there and start teaching, there's no time frame to it. Depends on how much you've been studying. Like I said, you have to eat this roll. You have to get yourself indulged in this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as much as you possibly can, right? And then, like I said, when you build up a firm foundation, that's when like I said, when the spirit jumps on you, if you feel that you're ready to go out there and teach, then hey, because this thing, it's a thing of faith. All right, brothers come out here just off of faith, because a lot of times, a lot of brothers they don't know. I didn't know what I was going to get into, You know, you know, a lot of times, man, I don't have, lessons planned or anything. I just, it's just a thing of faith. And I just ask on my way here, man, I ask you how about Shema Shai, because I don't have nothing to get into. I don't know what I'm going to say. I just ask you how about Shema Shai, hey, I'm coming out here because this is, what I was commanded to do. This is a part of, my responsibilities and duties as an Israelite, as a servant of Yahweh Shema Shai. So whatever it is that thy spirit wants to bring out, let that spirit speak expressly through me. And that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. A lot of us don't know what they're going to get into when they come out here in these highways and byways. The point being that it's, coming out here, on faith. We're coming out here on faith. Our faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. We do the work in faith, in sincerity, man. Everything that we do, the living this lifestyle that we live, all right, we're all doing it based off faith, based off of our faith. All right. But Ezekiel 3:1 again. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So again, getting our house in order, getting ourselves cleaned up, getting ourselves right. And not only that, part of this responsibility, we got to tell our people. We got to warn our people, man. We got to show our people their transgressions. Show our people where they're getting off, where they're going off. Right? Because every Israelite man, every so-called black, Hispanic, and every Canadian man is supposed to be a priest. Right? Under the order of Melchizedek versus the order of Aaron, the old way of doing things, right? It was just the Levites. But now, again, under the order of Melchizedek, we're all spiritual Levites. We're all, because before, only the Levites, they could dish out the law, right? But now every Israelite man, every so-called black, Hispanic, and every Indian man is supposed to be teaching the law. It's supposed to be teaching this Bible. It's supposed to be teaching. It's supposed to be teachers, all right? So we build ourselves up in this firm foundation, and then we go tell our people, warn our people, man. Show our people where they're going off, right? Because the scriptures talk about comforting one another, exhorting one another. Because, hey, man, I told these young brothers, man, being in this captivity, man, hey, man, everything is set against the Israelite man. Everything is set against the Israelite man. That's why, part of the reason of having a brotherhood is important, man. Because even our own women, our own children are against us. Everything's, even other Israelites are against us. Like I just mentioned, with Yahushua. He came into his own, and his own received them not. So even our own people, even other Israelite cats, man, are against us, man. Everything is against us. So that's why we need to comfort one another, exhort one another, help each other out, man. Be charitable towards other brothers, And again, how do you do that? You have to eat this roll, man. You have to get acquainted with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Because, hey, the scriptures tell you, man, pretty much we all go through what we go through, but it's nothing new that, someone else hasn't went through. Like I mentioned before, Yahweh Shema Shai has set up, our elders, man, because they had that experience. They went through that experience, man, So with that being said, they passed that information on down because they went through it, and in return, hey, we passed the information on down because we're going through it, So yeah, man, going back to 2nd Ezra 14, verse 13. Now therefore, set that house in order and reprove thy people. So you see, reproving our people, trying to correct our people, man. This isn't a thing of hate. If it was a thing of hate, we wouldn't be trying to tell our people. We wouldn't be trying to warn them. We wouldn't give a damn. Because again, you get this truth, man. You can't just be sitting on your ass on it, man. You got to utilize it. You got to flip it, right? That's where they get the term in this society. Flipping something. You get that from the scriptures, man. You get this truth. You got to flip it. You got to do something with it. You got to, utilize it, man. Don't waste your talent. It says, comfort such of them as be in trouble. So you see, again, like I just said, part of reproving our people, because a lot of Jake, man, they feel that they commit crimes that the Lord will never forgive them. And you see, again, this is the comfort of the scriptures, because hey, you know, use the blood of Yahushua. All right, use the blood of Yahushua. Don't take it for granted, right? Because Yahushua, he already paid the price, man. Now we have this opportunity to, no matter what you've done, man, if the Lord didn't kill you, all right, you still have the opportunity to get it right. You still have the opportunity to get it together. And this is why, again, the prophets have been out for decades, man, because this has been the opportunity. This is the Lord giving us a time frame to get it right. The Lord gave us all this time to get it together, to get our house, get ourselves in order. Because like I said, so we don't get judged with all these other people when it's all said and done, right? Again, it says, comfort such of them as be in trouble. Because I was making the point, a lot of Jake, man, they feel that they commit things that, the Lord will never forgive them for. And again, if you're, if you know the scriptures, right, we still have an opportunity. We still have a chance. And this is what we're trying to tell people, man. You can still hey, you can put the pork down, man. Seek the sure mercies of King David. Because the wicked acts of King David, he was worthy to be put to death. But the Lord spared him. All right, spared his life. And that's the mercy that we seek, man. Because in truth be said, none of us deserve life. None of us deserve this truth. All right? None of us deserve the mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai. But, it's beyond that. It's beyond that. Yahweh shed his precious blood, man. So again, this is a part of the comfort. All right? We still have an opportunity. You still have an opportunity to get yourselves right, man. No matter what you've done, man, if the Lord didn't kill you, hey, you still have a chance. Take advantage. Don't take it for granted, but take advantage of the opportunity. It says, and now renounce corruption. So we got to put off corruption, right? If you're smoking cigarettes, if you're smoking marijuana, hey, stop smoking that shit. Put that shit down. You got to put off corruption. You to you women that are riding a cock carousel, jumping from rod to rod, if you're sincere, you really want to do right, all right, then you'll stop doing that, man. Especially for a woman that comes into this truth, right? You got to stop doing that, man. Because even the scriptures talk about how a lot of prostitutes, man, a lot of you're gonna have prostitutes that get saved, So yeah, man, you gotta renounce corruption. You gotta put off corruption. You gotta stop doing it. And it's not saying that it's gonna be an overnight process, right? It's not gonna be an overnight thing, But nevertheless, this is why we need the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because we're never gonna get it in his flesh, and this is why we need all the more reason why we need the kingdom. Because we're never gonna get it right on this side, man. We're never gonna get it right. But check this out. Those that were doing the right thing, basically the elect, they're going to be presented blameless. They're going to be presented as virgins. Right? I probably get that, Lord's will. But verse 14, matter of fact, verse 13, one more time. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. So from a spiritual standpoint, right, getting ourselves cleaned up, right, being more charitable towards other brothers and whatnot. But on a like a physical standpoint, right, as far as like material things, man, this is the time now to be, like I said, detaching from this place. All right. That's why when you read verse 14, it says, "Let go from the mortal thoughts." Right? Because yeah, when they mandate that, hey, a lot of us, we're gonna lose jobs, a hey, some of us are gonna lose our families because, hey, best believe, hey, a lot of brothers that have wives and children, hey, man, hey, a lot of them they're gonna take that thing, man. And if they take that, more than likely, if the Lord don't judge them up, jack them up, if the Lord don't judge them, because these people that take that, they take that Vanessa, right? More than likely, they're going to take the Revelation 13, 16, 17, and 18. More than likely. And that's going to happen. All right? Hey, a lot of us, our mothers, fathers, our wives, our children, a lot of them are going to go behind our back and take that thing, man. Especially our wives, our children. A lot of our wives are going to go behind our back and take our children to those stations, right? These are things that we got to, that's why I'm going to read it again. Let go from the mortal thoughts, right? Keep your mind occupied and focused on things above, man. Because, hey, we're coming into those times where a lot of us, we're going to lose a lot of this stuff. A lot of us are going to lose everything. Like I said, wives and children included, man. A lot of us are getting ready to lose everything. So that's why with more and more mandates, right? Hey, pressure from above, pressure from below, man. All right, the hour of temptation, man, is right around the corner. And again, because you see, like out there in New York and LA and other places, they're mandating this thing for healthcare workers and so on and so forth, right? Broadways and the stadiums and stuff like that. We've been telling you this was going to happen. So everyone's all freaking out, right? Everyone's all freaking out, and it's really, to us, it's no surprise because we've been telling you what's going to happen. We've been telling you this is going to happen. What does this prophecy state? And he shall cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the M-A-R-K in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? That they might not, they won't be able to buy and sell. Roughly paraphrasing it, they won't be able to buy and sell. You won't be able to because like I said, man, pretty much life as that going back to normal, man, that's done, man. That's done away with. Esau will be a fool to let up on this so-called crisis, right? And it looks like he's not going to let up on it. Lord's will, he doesn't. Like I said, man, Lord's will, man, hey, Esau, he don't take his foot off the gas, man. Because, hey, man, again, knowing and understanding that before we get the kingdom, these things have to happen. So the sooner Esau makes his move and comes down with that great wrath, the sooner we can get the fuck up out of here, man. The sooner we can get up out of here. So let him do what he's got to do. But again, verse 14, let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature of this flesh. Oh, well, they're starting to mandate that thing. I'm going to lose my job. Oh, well, get another one. If you can't find another one, this is where our faith is going to have to kick in. All right? Because, again, all we're going to have when it's all said and done is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, guiding us, directing us, Our faith, that's all we're going to have when it's all said and done here. That's going to be our only substance. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. A sane mind. Like I said, man, hey, when it's all said and done, hey, man, these people, they're going to lose it. Because they don't know how to deal with that pressure. You see, the men of Yahweh Shem Shai, we've been catching hell. So when all hell breaks loose out here, it's not going to be new to us. But you see, these people, they're not used to being uncomfortable. And when you see when Yahweh Shem Shai takes away what's comfortable to these people, that's when they're going to lose their mind. That's when they're going to start bugging out. That's when they're going to start coming to the street corners where the prophets have been prophesying, but they're not going to be there. All right? Because what's going on now? Like I mentioned, lockdowns, right? Shutdowns. What's going on in Sydney, Australia? They shut that bitch down, man. And people aren't paying attention to it because they don't think it's going to happen here. Oh, that could never happen in America. The great America, man. That can never happen here, right? Well, you just wait and see. Right? Because when they fully mandate that thing, you best believe, man, hey, man, these people, they're going to lose their shit. There's going to be riots and protests out here. Like we always tell you, man, what you see going on in South Africa, what you see going on in Cuba and all these other places, that's coming to America very soon. But you see, these people, they can't see it because this is the great America, right? The land of the free, home of the brave, right? You know, when you got these other nations trying to get the hell up out of here because they coming to the realization that this whole motto has been nothing but a lie. It's been nothing but a false facade. And people are finding out America, they're finding this place out to be what it is, man. Just a big lie, a fat ass. They talk about the American dream. People are finding out it's been an American nightmare. It's been a nightmare. That's why a lot of people are trying to get the hell up out of here. And I'm talking about these other nations, because you still got a lot of the northern tribes, man. They're trying to come to America to get that you know what. To show you, man, our people are gone, man. Our people are done. They're through skis, man. Now here it is. You got Moab and Elam and all these other nations, these heathens trying to get the hell up out of Dodge. They made their money, right? You know, they got rich and whatnot. They're trying to get the hell out of Dodge. But you see, you got a lot of the northern tribes. They're trying to flock to the borders of America. They're still trying to come to here for a better life. What is Biden doing? Locking them in cages, right? Unsanitary conditions. Children being separated from the mothers, for the parents. And only God knows what they're doing to them kids, man. You know? Just show you man, our people are done. Our people don't know our people don't know. But the scriptures say, man, our people are sottish. They're stupid. You know? You know, and that's not just to talk shit. Because our people are dumb as hell, man. Again, just look at the fact that the heathens, they can foresee this place is going to shit. But here it is, you got a lot of the Hispanic tribes, the northern tribes, trying to come over here, man. Because they still think that there's an American dream here, you know, trying to better their lives here, man. Just show our people are dumb, man. Our people are dumb as hell. And a lot of those jakes that are flocking to the borders of America, they don't know they're coming over here. Because a lot of them are actually coming over to the border. You know, the Lord is allowing them to actually make it to America. They don't understand. They're coming over here just to be judged, man. They're coming to their death. They don't even know it. The scriptures talk about how they bring their children to the murderer. You know, and that's exactly what they're doing when they bring they're flocking to the borders of America. Like I said, family, these kids, a lot of children are getting separated by their families. You know, hey man, you know, Jake, you gotta wake up, man. You gotta repent. But nevertheless, this is the part of the reprove. You know, we're trying to tell our people, man. You know, trying to reprove our people, but they don't want to hear that. If it doesn't line up with their, you know, their vain thinking, right? Their vain logic, right? If it doesn't line up with their vain pleasure, because these people, they live off the flesh. You know, they don't reason with logic, right? They reason with their flesh, right? So you know, these people, man, they don't think logically, you know. But hey, man, you know, again, when this time comes, nobody can say they didn't know. Nobody can say they weren't told. You know, and again, speaking on going back to this lockdowns, right? Hey, like I said before, when they shut this bitch down, right? You know, because again, martial law, when that's something that's talked about, when that topic's brought up, it's hard for these Americans to fathom something like martial law being in America. They can't fathom that. You know, they can't see that. Martial law in America, nah, that can never happen. You know, when clearly the scriptures talk about how, hey, man, you know, hey, and they moving those UN troops around, man. They moving them about throughout certain states, even in Canada, certain parts of Canada. You know, videos have been surfacing these UN vehicles. You know, a lot of those foreign troops that are already here. You read about looking to sleeper cells. A lot of them are already here. They're just waiting on the green light. Because again, this is all orchestrated. You know, and again, best believe me, hey man, when they mandate that, you know what, man, hey man, it's gonna be all anarchy out here, man. That's gonna justify them bringing in those troops. You know, martial law. Because hey man, the ministry is winding down. This is what people don't understand. The ministry is winding down. How about Shemel Shah? He's getting ready to shut this bitch up. So brothers won't be out here in the streets soon, man. You know, maybe by the end of the year, you know, we'll see, man. You know, we'll see. You know, but verse 14 again, it says, 2 Ezra 14:14. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. All right, because again, the more attachment you have to this place, the harder it's going to be for you to detach. Yeah, certain of us, we need, our vehicles, a place to stay and all that. But hey, you can't be too emotionally attached to these things, man. Just know that, hey, when it's all said and done, and how about Shemal Shai, like I said, a lot of us, we're going to lose everything. If that happens, if that so happens to be us, we have to strictly rely on our faith in the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shai. That's just what it's going to come down to, man. The hour of temptation. We're all going to be tempted. We're all going to be put in a position to where we're going to have to make a decision. All right? We're all going to be put in a position to where we're going to have to test our loyalty. It's either going to be to Yahweh Shemal Shai, or it's going to be to Esau. Because like I said before, Esau, he's buttering you people up to be dependent upon the government. America is basically a welfare country. And that's another way of showing you, if America was getting better, why are they still printing out all this money? Why are they still, giving out all these stimulus checks, all this money? And things were getting better here. Because again, it's a false facade, man. It's an illusion. But again, nevertheless, hey, this is why we have to be detached from these things, man. Verse 15 it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Because again, man, being in this captivity, man, hey, it wears you out mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in every aspect. This place will wear you out. But our main focus, man, is getting the hell up out of here, man. Because hey, man, a lot of us are in situations we don't know how we're going to pay our bills. Again, brothers lose jobs. Brothers catch all type of afflictions, man. Go through all type of hell. But again, that shouldn't be our main. We shouldn't let that, weigh us down, man. We shouldn't let that knock us out for the count. Because we gonna get knocked down, right? We gonna get knocked down, but it shouldn't knock you out for the count, man. Get your ass up, man. You see these people, they're about to get knocked down, but they ain't getting back up. It says, and haste thee to flee from these times. Read that again, verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. So you see, our main focus shouldn't be how I should keep my job, building up my credit so I can get a nice house, a white picket fence house. No, man. Our focus should be doing what we got to do to get the hell up out of here, because this place is about to be destroyed. We do what we can do just to make it, just to get by. All right, that should be our main focus. Just getting by, man. That's all we need. You see, Yahweh Shemal Shai gives us enough, just what we need, just to sustain ourselves, man. All we need is to be here. You see, a lot of Jake, they want to be here, and all we need is the baseline, man. We just need just enough, just to get by, man. That's all we need. And you see, basically, the less you have, the better off you'll be. All right, because again, the more you have, the harder it's going to be to detach from these things. So again, man, this is why, for the most part, you don't have a lot of brothers in the truth that are, on the status of Denzel Washington and stuff like that. Because hey, man, it's better to live a basic and simple life, man. Living in simplicity. The scriptures talk about that, living in simplicity. Because again, know that all this is going to be destroyed anyways. So we don't care about none of this stuff. So you see, man, we don't care about none of this stuff. We can't wait to see this stuff get destroyed, man. We can't wait for those missiles to drop. Those ICBM missiles. We can't wait for all 200 million missiles to hit this place. We can't wait for that to happen. We just hope that, we're not here when it happens. We're not left behind when it happens. But hey, man, lately it's been on my mind, man. And I even asked this question to an elder brother, man, because it's to the point, I tell myself, man, even if I'm not of the elect, Lord's will, Yahweh Shem Shabbat I am. But even if I'm not, this place, Lord's, I still want to see this place be destroyed, man. It's to that point where this place it's that dreadful being here, man. You know, it's that dreadful. It's that dreadful, man. You know, Lord's will, even if I am not going to be elect, this place will still be destroyed. You know, that's just the wear and tear being in this place. This is what it does to our people, man. You know, so again, this is why we're hastening the coming of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. We want to get the hell up out of here, man. You know, 2 Ezra 14:15 again. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen. Slaki, verse 15. 2 Ezra 14:15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. So again, we're not in the spirit of, or we shouldn't be in the spirit of, oh, you know, I'm gonna work 2 jobs so I can, you know, get this Hellcat, get this brand new car. You know, all your time, energy is wasted working 2-3 jobs just to take care of this car. You know, just to make payments on this car and pay the insurance for this car. No time for Yahweh Shem Shai. No time for the truth. No time to congregate with fellow brothers, right? Hell, you don't even have time for yourself. You don't know time for Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, you see, that's not what it's, you know, it shouldn't be like that, man. You know, it's nothing wrong with getting you a little cheap car just to get you from point A to point B, man. You know, again, all we need is that which is sufficient for us, man. That's all we need, man. That which is sufficient for us. That's all we need, and that's all we need to worry about. Because again, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, all this shit is going to be destroyed anyways. You know? So, again, we shouldn't be in that mindset. I'm going to try to build my credit up so I can get me a white picket fence house in a nice neighborhood. No, man. You know, we should be hasting to get the hell up out of here, man. That should be our main focus. Right? Because you thought it was bad now. You thought 2020 was bad. When you read verse 16, it says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So, hey, man, it's only going to get worse from here on out. You know, and again, that's going back to what I read earlier. The Lord's speeding things up, man, on the behalf of his elect. Because believe it or not, man, you know, hey, man, you know, speaking to myself, man, hey, you know, a lot of times we pray, man, and it seems like the Lord don't hear our prayers, man. You know, it just seems like the Lord is just sitting back, just not hearing our prayers. But again, that's why our faith has to kick in. All right, you know, and in a lot of cases, you know, we do have faith because we're still praying, man. We're still making supplications. If we didn't have faith, we wouldn't pray. You know, but it gets to show that all things, man, is through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Because if we really didn't believe what we were praying for, we wouldn't pray. You know, but nevertheless, the Lord, he's hearing our prayers, man. He's hearing our prayers, and he's going to act soon. This is why things are speeding up. This is why things are speeding up. Right? On the behalf of the elect, the Lord is speeding things up, man. He's not going to leave us out here to dust, man. He's not going to leave us out here to fail, to defend for ourselves, man. Why would he bring all this death and destruction, all right? You know, and you know, just you know, leave us with no hedge of protection. You see, again, going back to the comfort, we exhort one another, right? We comfort one another with these things because, you know, again, to you know, newer followers, you know, that are just coming in, newer believers, you know, because again, like I said before, we talk often about the destruction. The Lord's bringing all type of destruction and death, and all, you know, just everything bad is coming to this place, you know. And you know, sometimes we can look at those things like, damn, you know, well, is there any hope for us? You know, and again, this is a part of the comfort because there is hope. All right, there's a remnant. The Lord said, he promised, Yahweh Shem Shai promised in the midst of all this destruction, he was going to reserve his men. All right, he was going to reserve the elect from the said evils. He was going to take care of them. The Lord promised us these things. Because again, you know, and that's the balance. Yahweh Shem Shai is all about balance. You see? Because again, why would he, you know, the Lord bring all this destruction? Here it is. Like I said, we're not going to be right, 100% righteous. We're not going to be perfect on this side. But here it is, we're trying. You know, we're sincere. You know, and like I read, those that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So again, you know, why would the Lord bring all this destruction? Him bring all this destruction, just to have the elect, again, those that are trying, those that are repenting, doing what they're supposed to do, have them get caught up in the destruction as well. No, man, the Lord is balanced, right? He promised he was going to reserve and protect his elect, like the scriptures say. You know, while everyone else is out here starving of famine, the Lord said, he said his servants would be eaten. While everyone else is out here thirsting, his servants, they're going to be drinking, they're going to be good, they're going to be taken care of. So you see, this is a part of the comfort, the exhortation towards one another, man. You know, do what you're supposed to do, right? You know, and the Lord is going to preserve us, man. You know, because again, hey, when it gets bad out here, you know, read that again, verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And you see, man, it's only going to get worse from here on out. It's not going to get better out here in America. Here it is, all hell is breaking loose throughout the world. What do you think America is going to be any different? You know, America is just going to be this safe haven that's protected. This so-called God-fearing nation is going to be protected. Hell no, man. All hell is breaking loose all the earth, man. America's going to be, you know, America's America's not special. You know, this is the worst kingdom, the most wicked kingdom. You know the Lord's going to spare this place. Hell no, man. It's just a matter of time. You know, saving the best for last, man. You know, verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So you see, there's all this wickedness of this kingdom, Babylon the Great. All this wickedness, right, is going to justify the great destruction Yahweh Shemashah is going to bring to this place. Because, hey, man, when the Lord starts jacking this place up, man, people are going to be looking back like, damn, you know, these other nations and these other countries, they're going to be seeing this shit on the news platforms and whatnot. America getting destroyed. They're going to be looking at this place like, damn, because of how bad it's going to get here, man. Like I said, you know, these other heathens, these other nations, they see all hell's getting ready to break loose here. This is why they're trying to get the hell out of here, man. It's our people. You know, our people trying to flock to the borders of America. Like, you know, it's some safe haven. Our people are dumb as hell, man. You know, even the nations got some type of sense to know to you know, get off the high horse now while you can. The high tail out of here now while you can, man. You know, you read that again, verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And that's, again, Yahweh Shemashah bringing the judgment. All right, because this place is waxing worse and worse. It's getting more and more evil, more and more wicked. So with that being said, the Lord, hey, that's going to justify him in bringing evils, man. You know, that's going to justify him bringing wrath and destruction, indignation, man. This place deserves it, man. You know, little shit alone, like this nigga, Lil Nas X, you know, doing music videos with dudes swinging their rods and the music. No, you see, you know, stuff like that doesn't get censored on YouTube. But here it is. We try to tell people the truth, you know, and brothers' videos get taken down. You see the hypocrisy in this wickedness, this wicked ass kingdom, man. The hypocrisy, man. You know, all we doing is teaching out of the Bible. And then, again, this is supposed to be a God-fearing nation. All we do is teach out of the Bible, right? And here it is, our videos get censored, we get taken down. You know, brothers got to go and BitChute. You know, brothers got to use code words, speaking parables. You know, but here it is, this nigga can do a music video with other niggas swinging their rods on video, man, and put that shit on YouTube, man. And we're expected not to say nothing about that. We're supposed to be okay with that. No, man. Like I said, Yahweh Shemashah said, who's going to stand up for him in righteousness? So you see, that's why I read in Isaiah 58, man, cry loud, spare not. I don't give a damn about your feelings, man. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And the prophets of Yahweh Shemashah, we're going to speak on these things, whether you like it or not, man. You know, because we ain't trying to please nobody. We ain't trying to please these niggas, man. You know, these niggas, they live off their flesh. Like I said before, all they care about is living off their flesh. What pleases their flesh. You know, they don't take care of the spirit. They don't do nothing appeasing to the spirit. And they damn sure don't do nothing pleasing to Yahweh Shemashah. So they help them. They help these people. You see, man? You know? And hey, it is what it is, man. You know? Like I said before, this truth, it hurts. The truth hurts. It's gonna cut you one way, it's gonna slice you the other way. You know, you just better be on the right side, man, when it's all said and done. Alright? Because again, when Yahweh Shem Shai starts jacking this place up, and these people are crying out to a man of Yahweh Shem Shai, trying to get right, trying to get, trying to get right with Yahweh Shem Shai, it's gonna be too late. Like I said, martial law is gonna be out here. You know, and when you try to talk to these Americans about martial law, like I said before, they don't believe in martial law is going to happen in America. You know, so that's why these people they think we're crazy. But hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to have the last laugh. He's going to have the last say so. You know, that's why we stand in boldness, man. We come out here, we say these things boldly, man. You know, because understanding, hey, like I always say, man, our humiliation always comes before honor. So we deal with our state and being humiliated. Right? People talk shit, they scoff, they do what they do, right? We deal with it because, hey, we know and understand the time is going to come. These same people, hey, man, they're going to come begging. They're going to come running back to us, man. They're going to come running to a man of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, so we deal with it, man. You know, we deal with it. You know? But yeah, man, you know, I'm going to end it off there, man. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, I was able to come out here another day. Once again, today being July 31st, Saturday, July 31st, the year 2021. All right, I'm ending up there, giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Yahweh Shem Shai, Barak Thumb, to the hopeful elect, to you sincere believers, man. Got to keep pushing, all right, because we almost out this bitch, man. You know, so until next time, Lord's will, I say shalom.